Yes, sir.
7 into 10 into 13 and so on. 3n plus 4 into multiply. The second fraction will become reverse here. 7 into 10 into 13 and so on. 3n plus 4. 3n plus 4 into 3n plus 7.
7. Yeah.
3n plus 7 divided by whole divided by 3 into 6 into 9 and so on. 3n
3n into 3n plus 3.
3n plus 3 into x power n plus 1 can be written as x power n into x power 1. Can we write?
Yes, sir.
Basis are equal, power should be added.
This
So up to 3n cancel.
up to 3n will be cancelled. Yeah.
X power n also
X
cancel.
power n.
Up to 3n plus 4, up to 3n plus 4 cancelling.
3n plus 4.
Right?
Yes.
Then
3n plus 7.
un by un plus 1 value.
n plus 1.
Un
Left
by
out.
un plus 1 value is left of term is what? 3n plus
3n
7
plus 7. 3n plus 7 by 3n
7
plus
by
3.
3n plus 3 is left over terms. Into
Yes,
1 by
sir.
x is also there. Don't
into
forget.
n by, yeah.
1 by x, right?
Yes.
Let
yes.
me call it as equation number 1. Let me use this value somewhere else. So before applying the limit, actually we are doing the normal process of ratio test only. So before applying the limit, what we will do it here is we make sure that the front side will be 1 by n format is there. It means that we can take n common. N common means 3 plus 7 by n. 3 plus 7 by n. And once again, denominator also n common means what happened? 3 plus 3 by n.
3 by n. Yeah.
Into 1 by x. Right? This n cancel. Now taking limit. Limit n tends to infinity. Limit n tends to infinity. Un by un plus 1 equal to un by un plus 1 equal to limit n tends to infinity. So before that, 1 by x is a constant. Now pull it out.
Yes.
1 by x is a constant. Pull it out. Limit n tends to infinity. And here what's left of 3 plus 7 by n and divided by 3 plus
n.
3 by n. 3 plus
n plus 3 by n.
No, n cancel now. Oh, sorry. N no. Here also the mistake is there. Here also n common means 3 left here also.
3.
Oh yeah. Only.
That's what.
Not.
Okay.
This is 3 only. So then if I am applying the limit now, this part 7 by n, 3 by n will become 0 and 3 and 3 will be cancelling out. We are getting 1 by x only, right? So we can't say anything now. We should write their statement. What we have done till now, that is by ratio test only. By ratio test. By ratio test, if 1 by x greater than 1, which implies that it's a simplified form, x less than 1, convergent. Next, if the same value, 1 by x value, if it is less than 1, it means that x must be greater than 1. So what do you say it is?
Yeah.
Divergent in this case. Right?
In ratio test, it is divergent. Yes.
Yes, definitely. We are talking about ratio. Till now, we are unable to decide if test fails, what we have to do. I'll show you the situation. X is equal to 1, test fails. Test fails. So once test fails, where at x is equal to 1, test fails now. When test fails, when x is equal to 1, we have to substitute here this x value equal to 1 here in this equation number 1. Right? Not here. Some students, they are doing the mistake. Here they are going to substitute. Again, we have to simplify. If you simplify, you'll get this step only. आप यहाँ पे x सब्स्टिट्यूट करके फिर इधर ही जाना पड़ता है आपको. बेटर टू सब्स्टिट्यूट हियर. सिंप्लीफाइड फॉर्म में सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे. un by un plus 1 equals to what happened here? 3n plus 7 by what happened here? 3n plus 3. Can I say it is an improper fraction?
Yes.
Yes,
because
degree of
the seven
numerator
and there are three.
and degree of denominator is same.
Denominator
So it
same.
means that improper fraction. Improper fraction. Improper fraction में limit comparison test apply नहीं होता because we are unable to choose vn value here. If I ask you what is un value, what is your answer? Tell me. What is vn here? We are unable to choose it now.
Yes, sir.
That's what we are moving from here. After this step, we are moving to Rabi test. Actually, what is a Rabi test? Now, if I'm explaining the Rabi test statement, you can easily understand. Nothing is there. Its statement is also not there. Very simple. Un by un value is there with you already, no? Just to subtract 1 and then multiplying with n and taking limit n tends to infinity. And suppose this value is greater than 1, convergent. Suppose the same value less than or equal to 1, then divergent. This is the case of convergent. This is the case of divergent. Right now?
Yeah, voice breaks. One.
Yes. There is some internet issues maybe. Okay. So from here, what
now
we
it's
have
clear.
to do? We have to subtract 1, right? Subtract 1.
Yeah.
So let us continue. Un by un plus 1 minus 1. Un by un plus 1 minus 1 equal to un value is what? 3n plus 7 by 3n plus 3. 3n plus 3. Subtract 1 here and simplify this. If you simplify, or LCM is what? 3n plus 3 will be the LCM. And here what happened? 3n plus 7 minus 3n minus 3. Is that okay? We are taking the LCM and then simplifying. That's it. Plus 3n and minus 3n getting cancelled. And what is left off? Left off is
7 minus 3,
7
which
minus
is
3 is
4
by
4 by
3n
3n plus 3.
Okay, step number 1, subtracting 1 is over. Now multiplying n on both sides. N times un by un plus 1. N times un by un plus 1 minus 1 equal to, if I am multiplying with n, so that n will go to the numerator. And moreover, in the denominator also, I want to take one more n common. 3 plus 3 by n left off. 3 plus 3 by n left off. And I want to cancel it, this n and n. This n and n cancel. Then taking limit n tends to infinity on both sides. Limit n tends to infinity. N times un by un plus 1 minus 1.
Un plus 1 minus 1.
Minus 1 equals to, when it is equal to, when applying limit n tends to infinity, here what is left off? 1 by
4 by
1 by 4 by
1
3 plus 3 by n. So we know that 3 by n part will become 0. So we are left with what?
0.
4 by
4 by 3.
Definitely greater than 1 now. 4 by 3 greater than 1.
Yes.
So therefore,
Convergent.
by Rabi test. Till now, what we did by using Rabi test now? By Rabi test. ये separate part पर x is equal to 1 को Rabi test से करें.
अच्छा.
Series convergent. Series convergent. Hence, final answer we have to write. Hence, given series. So when it is becomes convergent, less than में हुआ और equal to में भी हो रहा. So कैसा बोल सकते हैं आप? Convergent.
Less than or equal to 1.
Less than or equal to 1. And divergent. When we say divergent?
Greater than 1.
Greater than 1, which is end of this problem. That's it.
Yeah.
So we can choose the random questions. Okay. Random questions, we can choose it. And See, actually ratio test is what? Ratio test is a crossroad. After coming to one stage, there are 4 different ways. One way is ratio test. Sorry, one way
Okay.
is a limit comparison test. Second way is Rabi test. Third way is logarithmic test.
But if ratio test fails, then only we are using
Yes,
rabies
yes.
test,
If
right?
ratio test fails only, then crossroads.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Let us do it one more
Yes.
question to understand this concept
Okay.
more clearly.
Okay.
Oh, online class. ठीक है, next problem करो.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. See, the next question is same question. Test the convergence of summation n is equals to 1 to infinite x to the power of n minus 1 divided by n into 3 to the power of n. This is the question.
Okay.
Let's see the solution. Right? So we
Yes,
start.
sir.
Summation value is nothing but what? It's a value of un only, right?
Yeah. X power
X
n
to the
minus
power of
1.
n minus 1, x power n minus 1 by n into 3 to the power of n. Right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
un plus 1 also we have to find out immediately.
Yeah.
Un plus 1 equals to un plus 1 is equal to how it is becomes x will be x only, n will be replaced with n plus 1 minus 1 cancel
Cancel.
divided by
Yeah.
n plus 1
N
here
n plus 1.
and 3 to the power of
N plus 1.
again n plus 1. Now usual process of ratio test, that is un by
Un by un
plus
plus
1
1.
value. It means that first fraction will be same. It is x power n. Can we write like this? X power minus 1. I am simplifying also here. N into 3 power n. Can we write like this? Un को
Yes,
ऐसे लिख
sir.
सकते हैं?
लिख
Multiplied
सकते
by
हैं, sir.
second
Yeah.
fraction will be reverse, that is n plus 1 into 3 power n plus 1 can be written as 3 power n into 3
3.
divided by
Yes.
x power n.
X power n.
Actually, I want to cancel it out this term. X power n,
Yeah.
x power n
X power n
cancelling out.
cancel.
3 power n,
3 power
3
n.
power n
3
also
power n.
cancel.
Yeah.
Okay. Un by un plus 1 equals to, see here 3 left, here x power minus 1 is left. It means together
Yeah.
becomes 3 by x. Correct?
Yes, sir. Reciprocal. Okay.
Into n plus 1 by n. N plus n by n, and let us call it as equation number 1. Right? Now, let us apply limit n tends to infinity on both sides. Before that, I told you the term should be 1 by n format. This is 3 by x into, if I am taking n common, we are left with 1 plus 1 by n here.
1 by n. Yeah.
And divided by n here.
Yes.
It's n and n.
N cancel.
Taking limit n tends to infinity on both sides. Limit n tends to infinity. Un by un plus 1. Limit n tends to infinity un by un plus 1 is equals to 3 by x is a constant already. Limit n tends to infinity. Limit n tends to infinity. What is left
1
here?
plus 1 by
1
1
plus
plus 0.
1 plus 0 means finally what is left of?
1.
No, it's 3 by x. 3 by x is there outside.
Yeah, yes, sir.
By ratio test. By ratio test. If we should write their possible conditions. If 3 by x greater than 1 implies, let me simplify this one. X by 3 less than 1 implies that if you cross multiply x is less than 3, then we say that it is convergent.
Okay.
Similarly, another story, that is 3 by x less than 1. It means that x by 3 greater than 1. It means that x is greater than 3. Then you say what? Divergent. Right?
Divergent. Yes.
Are you writing the notes also? You should write it, okay?
Simultaneously, yes, sir.
Yes, you have to write better. X is equal to 3. Nobody is there to check you, but you should do your work.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
From
I
here,
got a book
no need
also.
to write. I'll send you the PDF, whatever I'm explaining those problems, I'll send it to you. And moreover, I
Yeah,
will
yeah.
send it to you the recording also. See the recording,
Okay.
see the PDF, and make your another notes.
Okay.
When x is equal to 3, immediately we have to substitute in equation number 1, right? Don't do the mistake, don't substitute here 3 power n minus 1, 3 power n. तो confusion में आके problem खराब मत कर लीजिए.
अच्छा.
un by un plus 1. un by un plus 1 is equals to, when x value is 3, 3 by 3 cancelling out, right? N plus 1 by n plus 1 again. Again, I want to say that it is improper fraction only. It's an improper
Yes, because
fraction only.
same
Numerator and denominator degrees powers are same. So improper fraction only. So then
Yes,
improper
sir.
fraction means immediately you have to apply Rabi test. When by un plus 1, we have to subtract minus 1. This is the step number 1. Like that, it is becomes n plus 1 by n minus 1. Now let us take the LCM. Or LCM is n. So here what happened here is n plus 1
N plus 1.
Together plus 1 minus 1 cancelling out. Right? So we are left with 1 by n here.
Yeah.
Okay. Multiply n on both sides, which is the step number 2. N times un by un plus 1 minus 1.
Minus 1.
Un by un plus 1 minus 1. So if you multiply with n into 1 by n, this together cancel it out. Now taking limit n tends to infinity, limit n tends to infinity, n times un by un plus 1. Better I will write it this side, okay?
Okay.
This is not comfortable. Oh, sorry. Let me use this page, this side. So limit apply. We have to apply the limit. Limit n tends to infinite. N times un by un plus 1 minus 1. Un by un plus 1 minus 1 is equals to, what is left here? 1 only, na? The limit of the constant is constant itself. Limit n tends to infinity. Here we don't have any n to substitute. So answer is what? 1 only, no?
Yeah.
So less than or equal to, in both of the cases, I want to tell you this part here I wrote already. The n times un by un plus 1 greater than 1 convergent less than or equal to. In both of the cases, what is this series becomes? Divergent only.
Yeah.
Right? So by Rabi's test, by Rabi's test, so by Rabi's test, series divergent. Series divergent.
It's divergent.
Hence, final conclusion. Hence, given series convergent, when it is a weekend convergent less than 3. If x is less than 3 and divergent if x is greater than 3 and
Greater than
we
or
have proved equal to also.
equal
So
to also.
together we
Yeah.
have to write the result and instead of this.
So in this question, we have to compute it to 3 instead of 1.
Yes.
Because, okay. Okay.
This is which test we are discussing today? We are
Rabies test.
discussing about rabies test. Okay. So a typical type of question we are exam. Let me do that question also. So then you can
Okay.
still more comfortably we can do this another question. Look at question is test the convergence of a typical type of question, but I don't want to take the risk. So let me do this question. 1 plus
Okay.
a plus a times a plus 1, a times a plus 1 by 2,
plus 1.
a times a plus 1 by 2 plus a into a plus 1, a into a plus 1 into a plus 2, a plus 1 into a plus 2 divided by 2 into 3 plus and so on. This is the question. Only test the convergence of. And as I told you, nowhere it is mentioned to apply ratio test, limit comparison test, Rabi test, logarithmic test. Kidhar bhi, kahin bhi, it is not given, right? So
Yes, sir.
I want to write this one in a summation form. Summation of, if I'm continuing this one, it will be like this only. No, first a will come, then a plus 1 will come, then a plus 2 will come, right? So let us see if the next term is a plus 3, next term is a plus 4, last term will be a plus n only.
Yeah.
Right? Denominator 2 into 3. Next will be 3 into 4. Right? Actually, it's starting with 1 here. Nothing is there means if you assume it is 1. So it is 1 into 2 into 3. It is continuing. There are 2 terms here. Okay, here 1 into 2 format is there. Here 2 into 3 format is there. Next term में हो सकता 3 into 4 होगा शायद.
3 into 4.
तो nth term भी ये format में रहना चाहिए फिर. n into n plus 1 format में. है ना? देखिए n into n plus 1 format में रहना चाहिए. This is our un summation value means nothing but un value, no?
Yes, this is our
Summation is nothing but un value. A into a plus 1.
A plus 1
into
A plus 2.
A plus 2 and so on and so on. A plus n and divided by 1 into 2 into 3 and so on, n into n plus 1. This is our which value? Un value. From un we can obtain un plus 1 and we are applying randomly default test, that is a ratio test only. A into a plus 1 into a plus 2, right? And so on and so on. A plus n.
A plus n plus 1.
Yes, very good. Now you understand. A plus n will be replaced with n plus 1. A plus
n plus 1.
N plus 1 whole divided by 1 into 2 into 3 and so on. Okay. N as it is, n plus 1 as it is. What is the next term? What is the next term? After n? N plus 2.
N plus 2.
Immediately next term we are writing. No?
Yes.
So un by un plus 1 value. Un by un plus 1 value. So the first fraction will be same. Second fraction will become reverse. So let me write it. A into a plus 1, a plus 2, a into a plus 1, a plus 2, and so on. A plus n divided by 1 into 2 into 3, and so on, n into n plus 1 multiplied by second fraction reverse 1 into 2 into 3 and so on, n into
n
n
plus
into
1 into
n
n
plus
plus 2.
1, n into n plus 1, n plus 2, n into n plus 1, n plus 2 divided by second fraction becomes the reciprocal. So a into a plus 1, okay, a plus 2 and so on, a plus n into a plus n
A plus n
plus
plus
1,
1.
a plus n
Yeah.
plus 1. So how many terms are cancelled? This one up to a plus n, up to a plus 1 cancel. This up to n plus 1, n into n plus 1, up to n plus 1 cancel. So then what is left
Yeah.
of, tell me? Un by
N plus 2. N plus 2 by a plus n plus 1.
un by un plus 1 is left of is equal to, it is equal to, here left of is n plus 2 by
N
n
plus 2
plus
by a
2
plus
by
n plus 1.
a plus
N plus
n
1.
plus 1. Now, as I told you before applying the limit, okay, now not applying the limit, it is again what do you say? Improper fraction or not? Just tell me.
Yes, because the degree is same.
Yes, it is improper fraction. So as I
Yeah.
told you, in improper fraction, the only possible test which is applicable is called Rabi test. Rabi test we have to apply. So the process of Rabi test is one subtract, we have to subtract 1, un by
un by un plus 1
un
minus
plus
1.
1 minus 1 equals to un by un plus 1 minus 1 equals to n plus 2 by n a plus n plus 1 minus 1 is equal to, what happened here? A plus n plus 1. So what happened here? N plus 2, and if you multiply with minus sign, minus a
minus
n
minus a
minus 1,
mm.
right? How many
Yeah.
terms are cancelled again? Plus n
3
minus n
plus
cancel only. Only plus n minus n cancel.
okay.
Nothing is
Okay.
cancelled. इसके अलावा कुछ भी
Then
cancel नहीं होता.
yeah. Yes.
This is equal to, we are left with 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 minus
1 minus
a
a
by
by a
a
plus
plus
n plus 1.
n plus 1. Right?
Now
A
multiplying
plus
n.
Oh, yes, very good. Now you understand.
Yeah.
N times un by un plus 1
un plus 1
minus 1 equal to, if I am multiplying with n, it is 1 minus a into n, right?
Yes.
In the similar way, from the denominator also, I want to take at the time only n common. So it is a by n left off. N common means here 1 left off. Here dividing with means n we are taking common means 1 by n left off
1
here.
by n. Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
That
Yes, sir.
this n cancelling with this n. Now taking limit n tends to
Yes.
infinity. Limit n tends to infinite. Okay, n times un by un plus 1 minus 1. Un plus 1 minus 1 is equal to limit n tends to infinity we have to apply. Before that, 1 minus a will be a constant term, pulled it out. Limit n tends to infinite 1 by a by n plus 1 plus 1 by n. So these two terms, 1 by n and a by n will become 0. What we are getting? 1 by a only we are getting, right?
Yeah.
So by Rabi test, therefore by Rabi test, by Rabi's test. See, if this value is greater than 1, then only conversion, no?
Yeah.
1 minus a greater than 1. This implies that this 1 and 1 cancelling on both sides, minus a greater than 0. If you multiply minus on both sides, a less than 0, inequality will changes, right? Then convergent. Then
Okay.
convergent.
Convergent.
Similarly, another case, if 1 minus a less than or equal to b है, अगर equal to की जरूरत नहीं पड़ रही इसमें, here only we can simplify. Minus a is less than 0, so a must be greater than 0 if I multiply
Greater
minus
than
side.
0.
then divergent. अब चाहे तो यहाँ पे a
Divergent.
is equal to 0 भी divergent बोल के लिख सकते हैं, which is the end of this problem. Understand? ये typical type
Yes,
का
sir.
क्वेश्चन एग्जाम में पूछा सो है, देखिए, ठीक है ना?
अच्छा.
तो इसीलिए मैं उसको डिस्कस कर दिया. So I hope you understand the class, and I am sending you some questions of ratio test and Rabi test together
Okay.
as a PDF.
Okay.
Now you check in your phone, and now only I'm sending you.
Yes, sir.
Sequence and series. कल भी कुछ क्वेश्चन मिले आपको?
कल यूनिट का भेजे थे सर आप, सीक्वेंस
क्वेश्चंस कुछ
सीरीज
मिले
का.
आपको कल?
हाँ जी सर.
एक रेबी टेस्ट की पीडीएफ है, देखिए अभी आपको भेजा है. 9 पेजेस के प्रॉब्लम्स है इसमें. और एक भेजा रहा हूँ.
ओके.
यस, तो ये 9 पेजेस वाले पीडीएफ में, if you see the PDF, open it now. This is the, इसमें देखिए आपको रेबी टेस्ट का स्टेटमेंट भी है और रेबी टेस्ट का वर्किंग रूल भी है. मैं आपको पूरा समझा दिया. थोड़े अलग टाइप के क्वेश्चन से वो आपको करना है एज ए होमवर्क. क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 अलग टाइप का है, राइट? क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 अगर आपको चाहे तो मैं और एक नेक्स्ट सेक्शन में करा सकता हूँ, देख लीजिए एक बार. ये पीडीएफ में आपको कुछ डाउट है तो ये पीडीएफ को भी अपन नेक्स्ट क्लास में डिस्कस कर सकते हैं. रेबी टेस्ट के लिए कम से कम 2 क्लासेस रहे तो अच्छा रहता. नहीं तो अगर आपको समझ में आया तो वी कैन मूव ऑन टू द लॉगरिथमिक टेस्ट. और
That
कल
is the
क्या
last
करिए?
test शायद ना सर?
नहीं, लॉगरिथमिक टेस्ट के बाद में कंडीशनली कन्वर्जेंट, एब्सोल्युटली कन्वर्जेंट रहता, फिर खत्म हो जाता.
ओके ओके.
कल की क्लास में कल आप 2 सेशंस के लिए रेडी रहिए, आपको जल्दी जल्दी कंप्लीट करना है.
ओके.
कल शाम में लूंगा
ठीक है
मैं
सर.
क्लास, मोस्ट प्रॉब्ली 7:30 8 o'clock से ले लेके 2 सेशंस लूंगा कल में. कल मेरे को नाइट की
ठीक है
ट्यूशंस
सर.
नहीं रहते
ओके.
तो पूरा टाइम मैं कल आपको दूंगा. और सैटरडे आफ्टरनून
जी
में
सर.
और सैटरडे शाम में भी रहेगी क्लास आपको, और संडे के दिन शाम में
ठीक है
रहेगी
सर.
इंशाल्लाह.
ठीक है
ठीक है,
सर.
आप मेंटली प्रिपेयर रहो बाबा. मेरे को जब भी टाइम मिला
जी
मैं आपको क्लास मेंटली प्रिपेयर रहो बोल रहा हूँ
जी
क्लासेस के लिए.
जी जी सर.
आपके क्लासेस
हमेशा.
तो कॉलेज में खत्म हो गए ना,
यस यस सर.
तो आप मेरे टाइम टेबल के हिसाब से फ्री टाइम अगर आप है तो मेरे को मैसेज करिए, मैं इमीडिएट क्लास अरेंज कर देता हूँ.
ठीक है सर.
रोज एक एक टॉपिक पढ़ा ली तो हो जाता है. एक क्लास में एक टॉपिक तो आराम से कवर कर लेता हूँ मैं.
जी जी सर. जी
फिर क्वेश्चन देता हूँ, आप क्वेश्चन देख के कर लीजिए, राइट?
ओके.
सो एंड ऑफ द
ओके
क्लास,
सर.
राइट?
या सर.
राइट, थैंक यू.
कल शाम में देते ना सर,
जी हो
7:30.
जी हो, मैं
ठीक है
मैसेज
सर.
कर देता हूँ, फिर कल का टाइमिंग फिर से
ठीक
मैसेज
है
कर.
सर. ओके ओके सर.